Hi, Angel here. Thanks for stopping by. Today I'm thinking about judgment. It's funny how we judge ourselves and each other. I don't know if it's funny. Sometimes it's funny. Sometimes it's really not funny. But yeah, I was listening to a talk earlier by Gabrielle Bernstein and Lewis Howes. And actually, it's a talk that I've heard people refer, it's a subject that many people talk about. And that I had just been thinking about recently myself as I've been hanging out with my mother a lot and noticing how, well, the way Gabrielle Bernstein put it is that judgment is something that we become addicted to, much like so many other behaviors that we use to distract ourselves from how we really feel. Many times we could use judgment, either of ourselves or others, as a way of kind of distracting ourselves from really feeling our feelings, which kind of is what so many addictive behaviors boil down to, right? So whether you're drinking or eating or talking or like I do, or making videos, a lot of that can be interpreted as avoiding. I was going to say the void because that rhymes and it sounds cool. Avoiding the void, but and that's a little bit close to what I mean. But really, it's about avoiding the depths of ourself, avoiding those real tricky feelings, avoiding just that real raw feeling place. And to be fair and honest, I don't think we should really be. I think the reason we try to find ways of avoiding that is that and the reason it's uncomfortable to be there. And I don't think necessarily we should be there all the time. Still, I think there's a danger though in going there too often in various addictive behavior kind of ways. Excuse me. So many ways that we use to distract ourselves. And I think many of them are healthy and wonderful, and many of them aren't healthy and wonderful, but all of them can just be a distraction. And anyhow, that's kind of a little tangent from my original point and my main point, which is that judgment can be used as an addiction as well. And judgment is kind of this, it really stems from, even if I'm judging someone else, really it's reverberating back to a judgment of myself instantly. It means that, if I'm thinking, oh, that person is mean, then it's like it takes one to know one, that old saying. It's the part of me that judges myself for being mean is recognizing that behavior in someone else and judging that. And so I just wanted to talk about that because I think there's a lot of room for growth, which is really one of the main things I'm all about finding more of. I think there's a lot of room for growth in those areas where we catch ourselves being judgmental. So I don't think you're going to ever really get over being judgmental. And indeed, a good there's good reason for your mind to be, making critical judgments about things and putting things in categories. There's a reason. There's parts of that serve us well, and that's part of our nature. So I don't think you're going to get away from it, and I don't think you should get entirely away from it. But I think the more I recognize when I'm being judgmental, or when someone else around me is being judgmental, the more I can catch myself in that and flip the switch into a higher state, basically, instead of that lower state, either defensiveness toward feeling that somebody else is judging me, or righteousness, which is also a lowered state of trying to make somebody else out to be lower than me in my mind, so that my ego can feel boosted. I think the more I can recognize when that's happening, catch myself, and flip the switch and use that as an opportunity for growth, that's a beautiful thing. I don't know how else to put it. That's where I get a lot of growth, because basically it shows me something. It's a message there. It's a special something you can see if you want to pay attention and look for it. So that goes for all those kind of lower feelings. They're all opportunities for growth. They're all opportunities to find out something new about yourself, and then let it go, or work on it, or whatever needs to be, or realize you don't want to work on it or let it go right now, and just accept that and love yourself anyway. There's a myriad of responses you can have once you notice it. But for me, when I notice it, I'm trying to just lighten up, trying to just let go, trying to realize that that just means that I need to practice more humility. It means that I need to practice more compassion. It means that it's an opportunity for me to rise above that sense of feeling judged or feeling judgmental, and instead practice being compassionate, practice being lighthearted, practice, not giving a shit, whatever it is that works at the moment. But yeah, that's my 2 cents about it. I just wanted to say, when you're feeling judged or you're feeling judgmental, that is an opportunity for growth. That's my 2 cents for today. Till next time, peace, progress, and possibilities.